Hey, Jason here from Simply Swider. So if your dryer's getting hot but not actually drying clothes, don't worry. In this 12-minute video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix it. The good news is that most of these problems take less than 30 minutes to solve yourself with basic tools. Before we get started, if you run into any questions, jump into our Facebook group. Links in the description. We've got thousands of people helping each other fix their appliances, and I pop in there daily to help out. All right, so here's a frustrating scenario I see all the time. You toss your clothes in the dryer, it's running hot, sounds normal, but when that cycle ends, everything's still damp. Makes no sense, right? Your dryer's clearly working since it's heating up, but somehow your jeans are still wet. This is actually way more common than you'd think, and I'm going to walk you through the 5 main culprits and how to fix each one. So, the first thing we need to look at is how you're loading that dryer. Now, I get it. We're all trying to save time and knock out laundry faster, but cramming too many clothes in there is going to backfire every single time. Here's what happens when you overload. That hot air can't circulate properly around your clothes. It's like trying to dry off in a crowded elevator versus having the whole bathroom to yourself. The heat's there, but it's got nowhere to go. Plus, you're putting serious strain on your motor and drum bearings when you pack it full. I had this customer last month who kept jamming comforters and towels together, and guess what? Ended up needing a whole new motor assembly. That's a $300 to $500 repair that could have been avoided. Here's how to tell if this is your problem. You can see right here on the screen what an overloaded dryer looks like. If your clothes are coming out damp and you can barely fit your hand in there when it's loaded, that's your issue right there. The fix is pretty simple. Check your user manual for the capacity limits. Most dryers should only be filled to about 80% capacity. Give those clothes room to tumble around, and you'll be amazed at the difference it makes. Another thing that'll cause this problem is when your washer isn't doing its job properly. Your clothes should be damp when they go into the dryer, not soaking wet. I remember this lady who called me panicked because her dryer was taking forever. Turns out her washer's spin cycle wasn't working right, so the dryer was trying to handle clothes that were practically dripping. No wonder it couldn't keep up. You'll know this is the issue if you're having to wring out clothes before putting them in the dryer, or if your normal drying cycles are taking way longer than usual. Sometimes you'll even see water pooling at the bottom of the dryer. What you want to do is check your washer settings first. Make sure the spin cycle is actually running and that you're not accidentally using a gentle cycle when you need a regular one. If your dryer has an energy saving mode, turn that off when you're dealing with wetter loads. It's designed for efficiency, not for handling drenched laundry. Your clothes will dry much faster without that mode activated. Now let's talk about something that catches people off guard. A clogged lint trap. I know, you probably clean it out regularly. But here's the thing, even a partially blocked trap can mess up your whole drying cycle. You can see on the screen right now where the lint trap is located on different dryer types. For front loaders, it's usually inside the door or right in front. Top loaders typically have it on the lid near the control panel. I'll tell you how to spot this problem. If you're getting a burning smell from your dryer, or if your laundry room feels like a sauna when the dryer is running, that lint trap is probably the culprit. The humidity can't escape properly when that airflow gets restricted. Just last week, someone in our Facebook group posted about their lint screen not fitting right. When they opened up the access area, there was lint packed everywhere. Looked like it had been building up for months. Here's your step by step fix. First, pull out that lint screen. It should slide right out. Rinse it under warm water with a drop of dish soap, then scrub gently with an old toothbrush. While it air dries for 10 minutes, use your vacuum's crevice tool to suck out any debris from the trap area. Make sure everything's completely dry before you slide it back in. This simple step can make a huge difference in how your dryer performs. Moving beyond the lint trap, we need to check your dryer vent system. Even if you're religious about cleaning that lint screen, some lint is going to sneak past and build up in the vent that runs from your dryer to the outside of your house. You can see on the screen the vent hose that connects your dryer to the wall vent. This whole system can get clogged with lint and debris over time, and when that happens, your dryer can't exhaust the hot, moist air properly. Here's how you'll know this is the problem. Your drying cycles start taking way longer than normal, sometimes 3 or 4 times as long. You might see condensation building up on the dryer door or notice that the outside vent isn't blowing much air when the dryer's running. I've seen cases where people were cleaning their lint trap after every load, but they had a massive lint blockage at the exterior vent outlet. All that trapped moisture has nowhere to go, so your clothes stay damp. For a quick fix, disconnect the vent hose from the back of your dryer using a screwdriver. Vacuum out any lint you can reach, then use a vent brush to scrub the inner and outer vent openings. Reconnect everything and test it out. For a really thorough cleaning, you might want to call in a professional with the specialized equipment to clean the entire vent run. The last major culprit is a problem with your heating element. In electric dryers, this is what actually generates the heat, and it works together with thermostats and thermal fuses to keep the temperature just right. When the heating element starts going bad, you'll notice your dryer takes forever to dry clothes, even though it might still feel warm inside. Sometimes it's not completely dead. Maybe it's only getting half the power it needs due to a tripped breaker or wiring issue. Here's something interesting. A lot of electric dryers need 240 volts to run properly, but if there's a problem with your electrical supply, they might only get 120 volts. The dryer will still run and get warm, but it won't get hot enough to actually dry your clothes efficiently. To test this, try doing a power reset first. Flip your dryer's breaker off for about 10 seconds, then turn it back on. Sometimes that's all it takes to get things working again. If that doesn't work, you'll need to access the heating element and test it with a multimeter. Important: unplug your dryer completely before doing this work. You can see right here how to remove the access panel and locate the element. Test the coils for continuity. If there's no continuity, you'll need to replace the heating element. Now, this repair can get a bit involved, so don't feel bad about calling someone like me if you're not comfortable with electrical work. All right, so that's how you tackle a dryer that's getting hot but not drying clothes. Remember your troubleshooting order. First, check load size and clothes wetness. That's 5 minutes. Then clean your lint trap and vent system. That's 15-20 minutes. Finally, if needed, test that heating element. I've put timestamps in the description so you can jump to any section you need. Most of the time, it's going to be one of those first few fixes: overloading, lint buildup, or a clogged vent. Those are way cheaper to fix than calling someone like me out for a service call. If you guys know someone who's having appliance troubles, please send them the link to this video or a link to my channel, where I have tons of other videos showing how to fix pretty common issues with appliances, sometimes for free or as little cost as possible. It sure beats having a repairman come out and spending several hundred for them to fix it when it could be something so simple. If this helped you get your dryer working again, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Let me know which fix worked for you. Really helps other people with the same problem. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We'll get this out to more folks who need to save some time and money. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.